Abakatwegatawo ku side eyo njogera nammwe baganda bange abyavira ddala wansi neyongera okubaaniriza naddala mu abatwegaseko live on Facebook. Thank you so much for doing that. Ngamba abantu bange abewansi mulibe nakasiro ffe tulibe downtown. Njogera n'abantu bange aba downtown mwebale nnyo okutwegatako
ate bebululi
abebululi nawo kwebali balaba bulungi.
Tutuna kubatumira simu kibaawo
ababeera ku lunaku mbatumira
olunaku lwa leero ngenda kuwa abantu ku ssente abantu nozanga 10
bano babiri bula 8
ngango mutimuli of course leero ndi wakugaba ku ssente abantu nga 10 tugenda bagabira ku ssente tubaye ku cash awerako nenjagala bakyala bokka.
Pastor Mondo. Wesulise.
Nedda taali.
Oyina okwetereza.
Njagala abakyala bokka. Lwaki abakyala bayita mu bintu bingi okusobola okweyiiya. So tugenda kuwayo ku bantu abantu n'omukisa.
Nafa basasula bills tulina obu.
Mwe mugijja kweyiiya. Makanga mujja kweyiiya naye abakyala ngala
tujja kweyango mazezi bawa.
So what is the criterion of giving out that money?
Emitendera mbuuze emitendera mbuye criteria naye nze sina criteria. Sagala nyinyonyola nnyo kuba tosobola kunyola mukazi wo n'omwana tokunyonyola.
Wabula kyenkwagalako pastor kiri ekintu kimwe wayiga principle y'okufunamu ssente nti bw'oba oyagala ssente gaba ssente.
Bw'oba oyagala ssente olina okufuna
ssente. That is the only way to get money. I've also learned that
it's a universal law.
It is.
It's a universal law. It has no religion. The more you give.
Absolutely.
Era mukifulamu nze comfort. Mukigambo ky'okusiga nkifulamu comfort. Nkikola si lwa malala, sikikoza jjogo, sikikoza kweraga naye nkikoza kubanga nti Katonda buli lwotoola bw'oti n'owaayo waliwo ebivja ebirungi nate nga bikuyamba. Gy'olina emmotoka yange emu mukyala yagirabye dda nungi beautiful car
yeri gye ndabye wabweri.
So kakati eyo mmotoka
ogenda gigaba
nale nwana nayo okugijjayo mu revenue nga bansabira omusolo najjo nisinkana omukyala omukadde hajati mukwano gwaffe ali eyo nakawa mpulira munda munsi nti naye ebintu bino bikutawanya lwaki towaayo saddaaka eri omukyalo kati nembuuza nti hajja tolagawa nangana nti ebyange bimanyi mbeera wano nga ntunda unyoobwa buki ani omuntu tuwaatunda tundaawo nenkwata emitwalo 2 nengamuwa naye mbadde nyingira motoka linga kamungere 10
emitwalo 3
emitwalo 3 nga ngambe nti bizinesi ye in whole of it emalawo tesuka mitwalo 10 naye namuwadde yazinzeko ekiveera kye n'ebirala naye nangamba jamukwata ku mutwe kusabire ebyogende munda bitereere nansabira nenfukamira nensabira abantu banga nti mukulu Mondo gwe wenna mukazi nakufukamiza atunda ebinyeebwa naye nga nti no si mukyekyo it's the blessing that is coming from there. Nagenza okuvaayo ng'emmotoka njikubye oluku mu mutwe nga njijeeyo ngesenga ne bandeega z'omusolo nga ziko zitya kwagamba it's a good to give. Okuwaayo is one of the principles of life. Tibirogaba what owaayo kweraga tolina naye it's one of the blessings. It's one of the things my mother taught me nti ne bwe twaliyanga emmere mama waffe ng'afumba edda omugenzi ng'ayita aba abantu abo n'abayita naga mujje tulye emmere ffe nawamu ng'emmere y'abagenyi weeri ebeerawo.
It's quite so many years ago when I read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki, and I remember a statement I've read bwe yagamba nti of course everyone does that. Yagamba if you want something Robert Kiyosaki yagamba if you want something give out what you want and it will come back to you in abundance.
And when it comes back, it's 2 times.
Absolutely.
Times
I usually tell my peers that if you're looking for a job, help somebody get a job, and then that job will come back to you.
Yeah, abakyala kyevande ganda abakyala mube bantu bagabi nnyo.
Bagabi ku ssente, right? We're still talking about money.
Yeah, we're talking about
we haven't crossed
we're
given. Giving what? To
mugabe emmere, mugabe ku ssente. You know, giving generally the little they have, they should be giving. Let them share it generously. Yeah.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Njagala okujjukiza bonna, maybe nga toyina ky'omanyi, njagala okujjukiza nti airport yaguddewo olunaku olw'eggulo era nga abantu batandise okuba nga bafuluma. There were flights ezafulumye olunaku olw'eggulo naye nga condition eri emu. You must test negative 72 days ago. Pastor Mondo fulumadi.
Tiketi zikyali ekizibu. Kati abaali basasula tiketi zaffe ez'okutambula they're updating them because this affected the whole industry. Hati nina tiketi z'okutambula mu nsi 3 nine South Africa, nine Belgium,
and
France. Ndimusajja musomba. And I'm a businessman both.
Okay.
Mbolira Yesu ate nkola sente. Okay, mukozi wa sente. Ate sente zonzirina.
Nemunjiri okolera mu sente.
Ate anti munjiri yes. Anti Paulo yali mubulizi wa njiri ate nga musajja akola tegiza tent maker. Nti nzikiza nti pastor yino kubeera. Pastor should be a calling, but pastor shouldn't be a job.
Exactly.
So oteeka okubanga okeera ku makya n'ogenda n'okola nga bwenkera nimva wano ningende nesisi ku farm nenteeka emirimu gyange negisetinga ekyo kyengwanidde okubanga okola omusumba ataliiko kukola
they make preaching a business
and bateeka obadiya ne muteeka bibaasabaasa ebitalina plani ogenda okwesanga naawe otufuuse mutikuzi so kakati nze mu kanisa eyange. That's why in our church siri ku board ya sente, siri ku board ya salawo finance, not even my relative, not even my brother, not anyone.
You make your own money.
Yeah, I make my own money. I believe
my
work is to serve God. So okwereza Katonda, it's part of me.
Yes.
It's what everyone should be doing. Naye omusumba talina byakola mbuza okola kinanga nimbuli yabuliza injiri oyo musako question mark abayogera nange ebigambo mbipima nebigere nembipima.
Ate abuliza njiri naye alina nyumba nene nnyo n'emmotoka y'amaanyi.
Motoka za amaanyi.
Exactly.
It reminds me of a story when churches had just opened.
I'm really happy that you can talk Uganda.
I can. I'm a very linguistic person. Okay. I can do the Nubian language. I can do Luganda. I can do Kiswahili and English. I'm adding French and Spanish really soon too.
But
the book and Arabic.
France gave me a scholarship. I've not taken it up. There's some languages
that if once you put in your book,
China.
Ni hao. That's one of the languages that is going to be taught in schools because Olaba, it's becoming one of the superpowers, you know, and with this pandemic has leveled the ground for these superpowers to compete. America, China, Kati Olaba, we are at the point where the pandemic economically has killed some people and brought up some people. So we're waiting to
government economically in Uganda.
You've already said it for me.
And what did you say?
What did you say?
What did you say? Tell him what I said.
I'm full now.
Anyways.
Full.
So I was telling you, but when churches were open, so this pastor was coming on his way, and now when you're coming and there's a lot of people in your church and people are coming to enter, and there are two security personnel who are trying to make sure that there's no like overboard of the number of people who are supposed to go to churches. Remember, there are only 70 people. So these people come in and everybody enters, and these guys are counting, and it reaches to 70. They say
security
stop.
Guys were the ones counting.
Yes, so they say stop. It's 70. So these guys are like, can we have a little bit more because our church is big and 70 people is like a very little number. So they increase it to 100. So once people enter, they close the door. They're like, they're done. As they close the door, the pastor comes. Nabagamba, I want to enter. Nebamugamba, we already have 102 people because the church is big, you cannot enter. Nebagamba kati, how are these people supposed to pray without me? Nebamubuza, how are they praying during the COVID-19 situation? Well, they're praying, they're in a church, that's the most important thing. Kati Nebagamba, I need to enter and lead my flock. I cannot stay outside. Nebamugamba, you have one solution. Take out 30 people and enter. So what is it going to be? For them to pray on their own. Ladies and gentlemen, for those who God has anointed and chosen, please move out of the church so the pastor can come and preach. But don't forget to leave your offertory before you leave.
Oh that was a good one. Let us go.
Oh my God. So without that, please first wait, leave your offertory, and then you can walk out and let the pastor preach the word of God. And that's what we're talking about. Pastors who use the church to build themselves. God has said the pastor needs a chopper. I mean, really, God can communicate better, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
The airports have opened, coming back to the topic, the airports have opened, and yesterday there was traffic jam in Entebbe Airport. Everybody wanted to get out of the country.
Yeah.
We have Americans who have wanted to go to their home. We have people, Ugandans who want to go out for businesses. So there was traffic jam. There were too many cars, people wanting to go in, people wanting to come out. So it was crazy at Entebbe Airport. And I didn't think that the first day that the airport was open, people would be that crazy about getting out of the country.
Quite a number of people being desperate.
Has made people desperate to get out. Absolutely. And you know, the psychological effects of lockdown is actually as bad as the economic impact, because right now people are literally going mad. Do you know what it means to be locked in your house or in the country without activities for 6 months and you're broke? And you know, the only way for you to make money is to get out of the country. Like Pastor Dr. Mondo, who is here in the country but can't wait to get out and go do his business.
I wish I can get out in the airplane. Oh my God. Don't forget, as you prepare yourself to go outside the country, you need to sanitize, make sure that you take care of yourself. Nobody's going to take care of your children. Abanabo tiyagenda kubanga abalabirira, tiyagenda kulabirira business yo. Ekyokubiri nti mulina okutula wansi mutandike mulowooze obulamu bwammwe njigenda kutambula. Bassebo ne banyabo, COVID-19 is very real. Tayawula ddiini, mbeera na gy'osula na bw'osula. Gezaako nnyo kubanga onaaba engalo zo. Kola SOPs oba ebyo ebiragirwa omuntu yenna oba ebirungamya omuntu yenna kubanga anaaba engalo ze. Kale ku lunaku lwaleero Friday, manyi nti very exciting. Many of you are going to be so ready. Naye mbagamba era ngambajjukiza ndi muteeka okubanga muli ready okubanga mu sanitizing. So okuva wano ku STV nga tubabulidde nga tukubakubiriza nti obulamu bwo kye kisooka bwe twagala okusinga ebirala byonna biwandi badde ng'okola. Good morning.
There you go.
Oh yes, a beautiful word.
Word of wisdom, Kumacha. He didn't wait for the segment yet, so we're getting another one later.
So later on.
Yes.
But now, you know, I feel it's good okubiza abantu baffe.
Definitely.
Okumanya nti obulamu bwabuli very important. Waliwo abantu batamanyi nti obulamu bwabuli very important. Abantu nga Buchaman tamanyi bulamu tuli important. Baba baro okujaya tayido bulamu.
One of the things we'll be discussing.
Maybe we should basajja mujoga mutunyoze nnyo. Bakubye omwana mu camp eri barracks system. Omusajja yewanya nagali nenjaga njitunda. Naye
polisi kiri bwekiti. Rocky Giant gwe tumanyenga legend mu music industry yavuddeyo mbu yalidde olukwe mu government ya ghetto. Buchaman yayita president wa ghetto allegedly. Kati ono yavuddeyo nga naye ambu amogerako amafukule.
Wasn't the ghetto president Bobby Wine back then? Yachuka kati.
Anti yali vice we. Buchaman yali vice we.
Atolina afuka president wa Nupu. Or nasikala president wa ghetto.
I didn't know we were moving like that.
Kati Rocky Giant abere mu clicks ze naye ngabo manyi legend yali ko munene. Kati mu clicks ze naye agala mbu kweyitachi ghetto president. Kati ayogerero lya mafukule amawulire gamutukako Buchaman alumba Rocky Giant sebo tuwulire okuva ddi nga gwe ghetto president lwaki oli olukwe
ofuuka ddi omunene w'ekyalo kino Danger Nation.
Kati awo empiwe zaaviiriddeyo amazzi ne bagamuyira
naye bagamukubidde ku mulungo wa
awo saatigeddewo bulungi.
That's Buchaman's home.
It was Buchaman's home, eh? Yes. Bamulese mu state house yo mu ghetto.
But of course he had to come to the state house to answer for the questions.
He was summoned.
He was summoned mu state house yo mu ghetto.
But
report
the lawlessness
namulyawo embokotali nga takuteeyo.
No, the lawlessness in this country is crazy.
Buchaman kutubidde nnyo simanyi kyoliko naye Buchaman taata emigo giwakubye muno taata tijikubika musajja munno kiboko emu 2 3 ya 5 ate wansanyusizwa nga tewagala professional security.
Webyagweredde nga Buchaman agamba yabadde mutuufu
yagamba nze namukuteko naye twagala okulaba police statement ya police erietya twagala kuwulira police kyegamba.
Well, Afeti is playing the footage for us. Let's listen to what police says and then we'll come back to discuss.
Tandika okunoonyereza katambi kano nga kyazuuliddwa nti byaliwo nga Monday omwezi 28 nti oluvannyuma lw'akatambi okutambulira ku mikutu migatta abantu poliisi yasazeewo okuba nti no tandika okunoonyereza katambi kano nga kyazuuliddwa nti byaliwo nga Monday nasomezi 28 era kigambibwa omwami Buchaman yali mu kavidiyo kano ne bannaabala nga bali mu kuba omwami omulala gwe bayita Giant. So tulina abantu bana bali ku polisi yaffe Katwe nga muli ne Bugembe Mark abangi bayita Buchaman nga bali mu recording statement zaabwe. So kunoonyeza ko kutandika ku nsonga eyo n'ekyomukisa omubi ate ekikulu ekiyinza okutuyamba mu kunoonyereza ekyokuba nti Giant n'abamulabako wadde nga kulira abayimbi yotegedde nti White Band abatasuubiza okuba nti nnyo.
Misango ki egigenda okuteekebwa ku Buchaman?
Tewali musango gumuteekeddwako okujjako tunoonyereza kuba nti yalabiddwako ng'akuba omuntu. So bwe kinaazuulibwa nti gwe omusango gwokka oguliwo gwe tujja okweyongera mu maaso nga tunoonye. Naye wabaayo emisango emirala najja tujja tusaba abantu baveeyo bagitegeezeeko.
This kind of intimidation is very uncalled for. How do you beat a fellow human, a fellow musician, a friend like that? I don't care what post you have and in what position you stand and how much money you have, all power you have.
What kind of money?
No
what kind
right
of money
to beat someone. Human rights. At the end of the day, when I look at something like that, I'm imagining someone close to me, my brother, a friend.
He subscribes to Ganja Nation.
It doesn't matter whether you subscribe to the government of Uganda. Nobody has the right to violate the other person's right.
He has to be.
He doesn't subscribe to anything apart from being a presidential advisor on the ghetto matters.
I know where you're going to, but on this topic, don't start.
He doesn't subscribe to anything. He's the presidential advisor on the matters of the ghetto. Actually, Chaliwa mwe. Chaliwa mwe.
Chali indeed.
Chali omwabuzi
nerwaki ekintu mukireetero zisiwa NRM ndi wa Museveni
anti omwabuzi wa mukwano gwo General Kaguta Museveni
oyo gwe njagala
yakubye
movement oye
yakubye Giant.
But is it
and I'm much
people
interested
are
in your take
to the yellow color, they feel like they're untouchable? Because we've seen other people, apart from Buchaman, who are affiliated to the yellow color, and they feel like they have the right and they have the position to hurt other people, and they will be untouchable. Nobody will talk to them, nobody will tell them. No,
but that's the reality, Pastor Mondo. That's the reality.
No, that's not the reality. No, that's
Minister of Labor.
No. Every game has its rules.
Hey, to the point of
what happened?
So kino kisawo kiche balimu kisawo kye
Ganja Nation.
No,
the Ganja Nation.
It's not Ganja Nation.
Polo soldier for in America.
Pastor Chuso Lugero. And what is your take on that? I'm so much interested.
Let's have a 2 second minute of seriousness.
There are two things. There are two things that I have looked at. Nga tujjako yoko mukube miggo. Giant yetaga buyambi. Natunde engeri alimu engoye zayambadde si Giant gwe tumanyi. Natunuddemu engeri gy'atunulamu alinga ka baby cheka yalwalako and I think he has not regained back. Naye bakulwala kuno nako ayinza okuba nga bamutuusaako kubanga ayogera bingi ku mukama we. And these guys are very serious about what they think about.
Who is the subject too?
Yeah, so to Ganja Nation,
I don't think so.
That's the problem with power, Chris. The moment you tell yourself, I am in power, the moment you feel the strings of power attached to you, you feel like you can get away with a lot of things. But for me, like Dr. Mondo says, the silver lining here is one, where has Giant been all this time? And we're only seeing him now that he's being beaten on screen and someone is recording
Ganja Nation.
Abadewa, he looks
actually
really
Ganja
bad.
Nation.
He looks like he needs
Ganja Nation.
Like
Pastor Mondo,
Ganja Nation.
I also want to dwell so much on the silver lining. That's a fact, because out of that, one thing we come to realize that
Simon
Giant avuddeyo for almost a decade and a half, he's been missing. So to me, despite being beaten by njagala ekirungi kyendabamu nti kati avuddeyo for almost a decade and a half. Giant has been nowhere.
Giant. ali blacked out. Tujja kusaba producer bakatuwe. Karaoke Giant bakulabe Karaoke Giant.
That popular song that
some of us dance to his tunes. That's a fact.
To dance to and sing to. When we were growing up.
Oh, gone are the days
so
when I was. Actually, let me tell you this. You remember Hot Steps?
Yep.
Yeah.
I was among the pioneers of the Hot Steps. Under the group.
No.
Get on your Nonya bukiripo obwasi kedelo Hot Steps.
Someone Chris.
I was
today
we
were Rocky Giant on that note.
Ese chuka. Ati Pastor Mondo yakula bise myaka 3 emabega.
Bozono.
Wali wa tabu.
Back then it was fire. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, now as we're winding up the topic of Buchaman and Rocky Giant, as at STV and the first show condemn what happened to Rocky Giant, and we hope that investigation will happen.
We don't condemn.
We'll find the truth.
We support disciplinary.
We'll find the truth about what happened, and Buchaman will be called to answer for that particular crime, and hopefully a lot of people will come to the aid of Rocky Giant. Husna Feti, do we have a song that Rocky Giant has done that we can listen to and remember and try and remind our viewers who Rocky Giant was and see the person that he is right now and see how we can help him out?
STV select for
save for fun naye kati ndozo kitegeera omwana omulabyeko obuyimbo bwa kusanga wa wali musomero ki
nali lubiri
wali lubiri ngokola ki
nali nsoma
mu lubiri oba lubiri secondary headmaster yali ani
bamuyitanga baba kyusanga
mwaka ki
2 mpaka 2
ngoli wadda
yije naye myaka jakabi si walanya
That's what you mean. What was what?
S2.
Tawango oli yagamba nti yakola S6 in the university.
S6 in the university.
What was the time?
I don't remember. That's the truth. I don't remember where I was. But if Simon Chris was in secondary, I should have been completing my
S4?
My primary 7. You understand? my primary 7 was 6 7.
Atokulaba ku bus ba kudogera zina batero. Ogena zina ba
Mondo. Onako Minister wa State Minister owabakadde. Honorable yali deputy wa Lord Mayor Sarah Kanyike yagambye nti essente z'abakadde abamu n'abakyala tebazifuna olw'ensonga basala nnyo emyaka kati Latifa ojja weza emyaka 8 nga balowooza olina mega ng'obwagamba olina
I'm one of the
women
missing out.
You can put on spot. Just look in the camera.
1992, very proudly 28 on October 23rd.
Okuze.
I am so proud about talking about my edge. I never cut my edge, and I am who I am. So, I mean, why would I cut my edge? Dr. Mondo.
Njagalanga bwendi munange.
Anyways, it's called the Selecta Friday.